Hello, what's up? Ugh, my head. I got a really bad hangover. Did I go crazy again? Why was I watching the float?
Dig this sweet sound I got cooking.
I was watching the weird shows. I will admit, The Walking Dead. That was a pretty good episode. Yeah. Well, okay. Well, there's something I want to check out. As soon as I get... Hmm. Something very special I want to find. Something I think Arcade Gannon would appreciate. There's something in here? But I thought I already cleared this place out. Hmm. Well, looks like I didn't. Before I do that, there's something I need to find. Hmm?
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
How do I show up?
Was that all?
How do I show up when you don't want them, you know? Now then. That's either... I'm gonna bet that's a Cazador that's up there. Yep, called it. Boom!
Sneaking done. Fighting now. Cessation of hostilities complete.
Ah, here it is.
Ready. Steady. Fighty. That's all.
Got a feeling I think... Now, there is something I need. I need to be quiet. I need to be stealthy. Hmm.
Are we being watched?
Might be. I don't know. Hey, people on YouTube. Are we being watched? That joke's for you, Mike. I know you liked it hearing that one once, but you get to hear it again. Oh, well. Okay. This is what I was looking for. Looks like he wanted to leave in a... Whoever lived here wanted to leave in a big hurry, don't you think? But hey, this is what I was looking for. And this is what I was worried about.
Sneaking done. Fighting now. That's all.
Too easy. Did he leave any... Whoever lived here, did he leave any notes? I'm gonna assume it's this Elijah guy. Because, well, isn't that the name of the place? No notes here. No notes, nothing. But I get a pretty sick view from up here on this ridge. Yeah. You get a pretty nice view from around here. Wait a minute. Let's say he was over there. Over there is the Yanks. That's the Yangsty camp. The internment camp. And over there, where I'm pointing, is where I found the sniper. That seems like the perfect shot. Interesting.
Nobody ever notices me, but they notice the Pip-Boy light.
Right, I'll turn it off. Jeez, you're like an annoying wife. Except I'm always in you, unlike a wife. Heyo! So pretty much you're just like a girlfriend, a very nymphomaniac girlfriend. Oh god, I'm going to hell for these jokes.
What terrors does Big Mountain hold for the intrepid seeker? Really?
Ready,
Does anyone know?
steady,
I'm at a loss.
That's all. Time to fight. Was that all? Uh-oh.
Not really a problem for me. Oh wait, why did I pass up on the stim pack? Bren, you gotta stop being stupid as hell. Oh. Come on out. Who was whistling? I don't know, that definitely was not me.
You're my best friend forever.
Sure. I gotta get this thing repaired.
Cessation of hostilities complete.
Let's just fast travel. Save on time and effort. That and I'd like to get healed and everything repaired.
Might I be of service, sir?
Yeah, you can. Really? Really?
Might I be of service?
Fine. Here, I'll sell some NCR bucks. It's like play money. Yeah, I'm not gonna eat that. I'd rather not. I think I've eaten enough strange stuff for a while, you know?
Might I be of service, sir?
Yeah, you can.
That
Actually, I don't need any of these. I don't need to make any of those, so no point in doing it, because I've already maxed out everything.
Greetings, citizen.
Yeah, no thank you. I might as well put away. Yeah, I'm gonna save the eggs here, so when I have to actually do the mission for that, you know, I could just, you know, get on that.
You require some additional...
Yes, I would like to engage your services of basic physical exam, and please don't stick that. Ow! Ow! Why do you have to stick that in there? What is that? What did Mini-Me ever do to you? Oh, God. Alright, right, I also have to...
How can I illuminate you?
Yeah, I'm not... I'd rather have the speech function. Oh, and, Muggy?
Oh, please, please tell me you brought me some coffee cups.
Sorry, don't have any.
Of course you don't. Why would you? You're not an insane robot obsessed with coffee cups. To you, they're just worthless junk.
Maybe I should go.
Sure.
I think I'll just go now. Okay, so I think that's the last of this. Field research. You know what? I think I'll stop with that, and I'll just... We'll get started on completing this final quest. Shouldn't be too hard. But first, let's see if Dr. Zero has any more caps for me.
This debugging obsession of yours really has you hooked. Either that or this is one weird hobby. Yeah, there were a few under the...
Hey, you want weird hobbies? Just talk to Dr.
If it
Dalla.
isn't the fascinating little lobotomite.
See what I mean? Dr. Klein?
Did you retrieve the tech?
Yep.
What? You did? Your survival, let alone success, barely registered. Now, all I need... Oh, yes, there's...
Alright. So, genius.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Your answer isn't filling me with confidence.
No. I mean, yes. You just need to analyze these technologies for a moment.
You don't even... I'm gonna advance my boot into your voice module if you don't give me some solid data.
I know how these technologies work. Of course I know.
No, you don't.
If you remember, we described them in clearly abstract, contradictory statements before. Why would we do that if we weren't certain on how to use them?
Yeah, you just answered your
Yes,
question.
so let me... a bit. I'll figure it out.
Let's see. Well, the antenna focuses brainwave patterns.
Yes, that's what...
And the spinal... Do you remember what other
I've
biological
got it.
effects?
The cardiac regulator in the suit, the antenna...
Yeah, I'm waiting.
I'm thinking. Let me... I have it. The override sequence to open the Well, not hidden. It's actually right there, behind the programming equivalent of coffee stains.
Really?
It's embedded in what seems to be recursive code. It's badly commented there and there. You see, using the antenna to boost the emitter's sonic frequency... Was that my plan? It must have been.
These seem more biologically focused than that.
Biological? Ridiculous. I mean, technically, these items could all be used to put you back together once you had your brain.
Really?
But for now, they can be used in the name of aggression. The door should be
I have a brain,
unsealed.
a heart, and a spine.
Now, instead of being
I've heard
subjected
that
to
story
threats,
before.
we can now send an equally threatening message to... And that message is science. Deliver this message, and Big Mountain shall be freed from Mobius's reign of terror. You can go now. That's your cue.
I love this guy. Oh yes, it's the floating eye channel. Watching you in your dreams since 1958. My God, that is terrifying.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Well, yeah, let's... Rover... Hey, Rover, just take care of him.
No more medicine. So sad.
Okay. Let's just get some stims in me.
Fighting over.
Seriously, a brain, a heart, and a spine. I swear I've heard that story before. Anybody else? Do 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 do. Okay, one sec.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
These scorpions are tough. I mean, they're even tougher than the...
Was that all?
Yeah, it's even tougher than the not the Securitrons, the heavy mech security bots. I mean, seriously. Okay. Let's get out of here.
Attention visitors. Combat experiment in progress.
Wait, is that,
Goggles and take your rad-X now. The X-42 giant robo-scorpion is alive!
Oh, God.
My pet, initiate your search and destroy
I think I'm fucked.
in the name of all that is Mobius!
Oh, yeah, I'm royally fucked. I'm sorry, but I don't have a big enough gun to fight that. I'm sorry. How am I supposed to fight that thing? Although...
Oh, it looks like the target drones got activated and... Oh, how cute! They're engaging the X-42 giant... X-42! Attack! In the name of Mobius!
Well, I guess I'm gonna win. By activating the defense
X-42!
around here.
Attack! In the
How
name
convenient.
of Mobius!
Alright, when in doubt, use your intelligence. Okay. Look. Wait, hold on, let me take a look. Backup generator look. Okay. Okay, so it's screwing with the weapon. With this. Works for me.
Defiant to the end! Crush them with your pincers!
Okay, as long as it doesn't notice me, ow.
X-42, attack in the name of Mobius!
Those drones are doing a pretty good job
Crush
against
them with your
I'm surprised.
pincers! Crush them with your pincers!
I stand corrected, I guess. Wow, hey!
Are we being watched?
I don't know. People on YouTube, are we? Oh, wait, I already did that joke. Yeah, what's this? One-time throwing axe. Alright, I could sell that. I guess sometimes it is better to have brains and not brawn. Sneaking. I am really glad I boosted my sneak skills because otherwise I'd definitely be royally butt-fucked. For a lack of better words. I mean, let's face it. I mean, look at that thing. That thing would give Chuck Norris a run for his money. What's this? We have a turret. And if there's a turret, there's a terminal. And when there's a terminal, that means I can hack it. Bingo! New target. Let's sit back and watch the fireworks.
Ready, steady,
Excellent.
fighting. Was that all?
That was awesome. Come on, guys. You gotta admit, that was pretty awesome how I handled that. I was calm, cool, and collected, and I only half pissed myself after seeing that thing. Wonder what I can loot off of this, anyway. Wonder why that's in there. How'd this get in here? Well then, let's go have a nice friendly chat with Dr. Mobius. Oh, sweet, a new audio sample. Oh, hey. Go figure. Hmm. Wait a minute. Oh, dude, this was the emergency shutdown? I could have just shut down the Scorpion? I could have had my own, very own giant Scorpion. Dude, that would have been the tits. It was right on the back of it, take over the Mojave. I mean, come on. Who here would want to see that as an ending to this? That I decide, you know what? Fuck it, I'm taking over the Mojave. Be with a giant Robo Scorpion. I mean, let's face it, that would be awesome. Now then, what do I want a plug-in full of lead with? Yeah, let's go with this. Whoa. Jeez. This place doesn't look very inviting.
They said I was mad. Preposterous. Not an angry bone in my body. Had them all removed.
Really? Dude, you okay? He doesn't even notice me. You think? Oh, hey, it's Scrubs. I'll take that. Hey, buddy. Buddy. Hey, I'm talking to you. Fine, I'll just take all your bullets, you know?
I'm running out of floor space for my calculations.
What? What does that mean? He must be off his medication. Or on his medication, depending on how you look at it. I really need to get some more rounds for myself. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna go with this. It's a classic. There's a lot of Mentats.
I do so love integers.
Hey, buddy.
Hmm? Oh, hello there. You are there, aren't you? Forgive my confusion. So hard to tell these days.
You don't look so good.
You seem familiar somehow. I'm guessing you're here for your brain, perhaps?
Yeah,
it's just up there. Such a nice brain, young, very bright.
Really?
Little hard to see you. Can you walk into my left, right FOV cone? Ah, that's it. You're coming into focus nicely.
Yeah.
Whoa, did I leave that on? I thought I'd powered it down. Was wondering what was causing the power outages.
Dude, you sticked it on me. Not exactly what I expected.
Really? That implies preconceived notions, theories, and a hypothesis about this meeting? Please extrapolate. What was I supposed to be like? After all, it might be worth a cognitive realignment if your theoretical Mobius is better than I.
Let's see. I, Dr. Mobius, wish to destroy the world and conquer it with science! You know, Dr. Insano, that sort of thing. You know, mad scientist routine. Seriously, I need my brain back, though.
Do you? You seem fine without
I have
it.
a bit of an empty head right
And
now.
does it even want to go back with you?
What does that mean?
Maybe you should ask it. It's quite independent, has all manner of opinions.
Wait, what? It's
Tell
a brain.
you what, I'll
Brains
leave
don't
it
have
up to your
opinions.
brain. If
Wait.
it wants to go, then fine. If not, well, you should respect its wishes.
I'm a little curious about some things.
Oh, curiosity. I experience that less now that I know everything. Oh, maybe it was when I found out some unpleasant answers.
That makes sense. Uh-huh. One sec. Let me just boot. You know, if I want to talk to him. Alright. You know, I'll just. Whew! Yeah, party time.
I'm having the most peculiar...
Oh, looks like that's not going to boost my repair skills. Maybe today's edition, a little of that. Meeting people. Ah, here we are. Fixing things. Wait,
I'm having the...
I can't fix your monitor, but if you're getting ghost reception, I can fix it.
The ghosts aren't real? That changes everything. Why, I can save my computing power for other perceptual impossibilities. Please be my guest. The receptor is there, and the side-switching wobbly bob, just
Good thing I
turn
read
that.
the issue on how to fix
Good,
brain monitors.
Good. Better? Oh, yes. That feels wonderful. This is even better than my afternoon Mentats break.
So, you don't seem aggressive.
Oh, I was probably tripping hard on Psycho when I sent that. Had to work myself up to it.
Really?
Not usually violent, except when I am. Then, watch out! So many chems, such varieties. Whenever I take Mentats, I can feel my entire chassis breathe like a big spherical lung.
Dude, I think you're addicted. Trust me, I know addiction.
As for the Psycho, sometimes get the chem dispositories in my tank all switched up. Go in the wrong tube. Still, served its purpose.
Okay, I'm curious about a couple of things. Why did you steal my brain?
Oh, a variety of raisins.
Raisins?
You're something of a homily.
Anomaly?
You're really quite special, and not in the cranially challenged way. You see, you are the most successful brain extraction experiment ever performed here at Big Mountain. A victim of your own success, as it were. If you were to go back with what your brain knows about the procedure, well, your brain could be popped back in and you could walk right out of here. Can't have brains moving around of their own volition.
How would that work? It's a brain.
I'm not sure, except that I'm sure there's a very good reason for it. I have very good reasons for almost everything I do. Even if I forget them occasionally. Although I feel this one is especially important. Oh, well.
Okay, what else do we have? What about your Robo-Scorpions?
Well, every scientist needs an army. Mine came to me after these rather large scorpions kept coming in from the desert, like poisonous frosting.
I think he means desert.
How scary, I thought. But they had survived when nothing else had. Perfect candidates for improvement as a reward for their tenacity. Then I thought, what if they shot energy bolts and acted as walking eyes and data-drained computers and acted as bullhorns? Then I made them bigger. Then I thought about custard. I do so love custard. Or was it mustard? Mustard custard. I miss sugars and salts.
You know, much as I would call him crazy, somehow I get him. Not about the mustard custard, I meant the scorpions. Like, you know, why not improve the scorpions? Then why not let it fire lasers? Then why not make them bigger? I actually get that.
Did I? Maybe I did. Can't have them leaving. Some reason for it. Ethics or, conscience? You and your brain are quite alike. I'm sure it knows the raisins better than I do.
What's your name? What exactly is your name?
Dr. Mobius. Rather catchy, isn't it? It's my name, and my new name overwrote the old one.
Right.
This name's as real as you or I, although I believe your brain expressed similar incredulity at the nature of such an appellation.
Right.
Someone's been watching too many old-world science fiction movies, it said. I believe it meant me.
Yeah.
I must admit I have a vulnerability for holotape fantasies of planets and robots and all that is forbidden. As for the name I was born with, Like the think tank, we were all reprogrammed to forget them, take on new names. It enforces the recursion loop in our perception programming.
So wait a minute. Wait. So what he's saying is that the think tank, it traps them. Every time they think of trying to leave, the system pretty much just diverts their attention, and they pretty much just forget about leaving, and it keeps repeating the cycle. Is that what he's basically saying?
Now, trap is a rather harsh word, like excrement. Not an inappropriate word, but still rather harsh. But, yes, I did. I certainly didn't until you said...
Our recursion loop is designed to prevent the flow of information. So
the radar fence to keep the think tank hemmed in was... I suspect I have plan C's in place, but I may have coded myself to forget them, just in case. So I had to do something else to keep them occupied here. Or as you like to say, trapped.
Klein, Mobius...
Oh, you figured it out. No pun intended. Dr. O, which is actually not his real name multiplied, since you can't multiply his real name in the first place. Ouroboros, Klein, they have all forgotten themselves. I reprogrammed their chronometers. It was a mercy, and the world isn't ready for...
My details, but snake devouring ourselves in Ouroboros.
Really? It is so unlike me to...
So, why terrorize them?
Well, it's simple. Despite their many failings, they are rather bright. Without something to distract them, make them afraid, they would simply... Then you came along, the final variable saw.
Oh, boy.
There have been other visitors to make them doubt their perception. You were irrefutable proof. See, your brain had a special kind of...
Bullet that went through my brain. Oh boy.
Yes, very good. I should have mentats ingest you instead of
Wait,
the other
what?
way around.
That sounds very
Mentats.
disturbing.
In any event, bullets in the head are usually much more... But it was enough for the autodoc in the sink to... That gave the think tank the knowledge its brains shouldn't. If they obtain that procedural data, they can use it to mush and modify their cranial selves into hosts to slip past the radar. And once...
Oh boy. So you set your threats on loop to keep them occupied.
Yes, I certainly wouldn't loop it on purpose. Purpose. I am far too sophisticated to make such a childish error.
Alright. I thought you had the idea to get the 3 technologies after your broadcast.
I consider coincidence to be profanity, along with the words astrology, herbal tea, and luck.
Sorry.
My threat broadcast is designed to instill and install fear. It prompted them to focus on and coincidentally, pardon my language, all those technologies are needed to put...
So, what is the purpose?
The X2 antenna can be used to focus, and the sonic sound wave projecto emitter was... In short, brains, a heart, and courage. Spine. I think there was a story once where a band of murderous thugs sought these things. They had them all the time in the story. Didn't stop them from murdering to get them.
I wish I
It
could
won't
have seen that
stop the
story.
think tank either.
And yes, I know what he's actually referring to, but that's just the joke. So, yeah.
Oh. Yes, my over... Oh, and the get me the things to castrate... But I couldn't delete you or your... You're really quiet.
Right, so I guess that's everything. So essentially, Dr. Mobius is not a bad guy. If anything, he was trying to protect He was trying to protect everybody. And you know what? Good on him. Good on him. So now let's loot the place. Because hey, who doesn't like free booting? Who doesn't like free loot? This place sucks. Wait. Tonic. Throwing axes for the win. Whoa, boy. He really needs to lay off on the drugs, don't you think? I mean, look at all this. Although, I could probably sell all this. I got a really pretty cap out of all this. Hey, Mobius, I'm gonna just go steal your drugs, okay?
To the proton.
Mm-hmm. Scientist scrubs, I guess I'll, you know. I don't feel... Whoa! Ugh. Only I am suffering from withdrawal. I thought there was like a glitch that where you never had to worry about the withdrawal. Yeah. See? Even though I'm suffering from withdrawal, there is actually no effects from the Party Titan Mentat's withdrawal. So I suppose that's good to know. Robo Brain. Yeah. Hate to be in one of those, to be honest. Wow. That's a lot of filing cabinets. And more drugs. Mobius, come on. Keep your drugs in one place, at least. At least make it easier on you. Sell Photon X.
I'm imagining all sorts of imaginary numbers right now.
What a layer. Seriously, how many do I have right now? Let me see. I have 3. You gotta be. Well, now I have 2, but seriously. Alright.
Electrons attached
Well, I'll be
to
darned.
neutron.
Well, well, look who finally dragged themselves in out of the wasteland. And where...
Okay. Okay. I'm talking to my own brain right now. One sec. I just slapped myself across the face to make sure I was not imagining this. I'm talking to my own brain. I'm talking to my own brain here. What the hell? Well.
Ah, lovely. Figured that out, have we? Would you like a cookie?
Don't mock me. Hey, there's no need to be sarcastic. Me and your brain's slightly out of...
Yes, well, believe me, the opposite is equally true. Good Lord, have you bathed at all since they pulled me out of you?
What? Well, you. Your tank isn't looking springtime fresh.
Well, that's a completely different matter. The tank isn't biological. It's not the same at all.
Why are you such a dick?
Well, that's a fine how do you do. Me, quote, dick, unquote. As if I'm the one responsible for the way you carry on gadding about the wastes. I'm not the one that makes us clamber around Technus-infested ancient vaults or go charging off to New Vegas on missions of ill-conceived revenge.
Oh, I kind of quit on that one.
And have we forgotten who got us shot in the head and buried in a shallow grave? Do you think I enjoyed that little moment?
I didn't realize it caused so much distress.
Well, maybe next time you hear me telling you that charging a napkin with a penknife is a bad idea.
Okay, I admit, that was the first time I took Psycho. Give me a break. That was the first time I took Psycho. Okay, I'm sorry. That time, that was on me. That was not on you. That was on me. But seriously, come on. I'd be happy to be.
I'm not going to lie to you. The prospect is definitely not that appealing. Look at it from my perspective. Here I have peace, quiet, and safety. Well, barring the odd rogue scorpion. In your head, I've got poison, radiation, grisly injuries, and biological functions. Do you know how much more you can get done when you're not constantly looking for places to urinate? It's quite a lot, I can tell you.
What about other things?
Overrated biological feedback. Believe me, you only feel that way because you've got all that meat. Oozing hormones.
Is it true? You only feel this way because you're lacking those hormones?
I suppose you're right. That does call certain assumptions into question, doesn't it?
Okay. We're at an impasse. You can't feel what I feel. I can't think the way you think.
Indeed. Quite the conundrum. How do you suppose we resolve it?
Well, maybe we should trust each other and acknowledge that we're not complete unless we're separate.
I suppose there might be some advantage to that, yes. There's a chance that the reintegration would create some improved synergy between us.
So what do you say, Brain? What do you say, Brain? Join me some more wild adventures? But here's a question. How the hell did you get
After the think tank extracted me from your skull, they fell to bickering amongst themselves. I'm sad to say we were quite forgotten about. Dr. Mobius saw an opportunity to gain some leverage and had me spirited away to his dome.
Seems like a pretty unlikely coincidence.
Hardly. Dr. Mobius keeps a close optical sensor on the goings-on at the think tank. As soon as he saw the opportunity, he took it.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I'm afraid the trauma of our separation rendered me quite insensate. I didn't come around until I was safely ensconced in this tank. I'm quite sure whatever he did was highly scientific, though.
I'd really like to know. Well, answer that. So, what do you say, Brain?
Well, I suppose you've convinced me well enough. I'll rejoin your body if that's your final. Unfortunately, even if I could settle myself back in your skull and reconnect all those pesky nerve endings, Dr. Mo... we would have to make use of Dr. Klein's...
Oh.
And you believe them? Really? I know you were recently deprived of my fabulous advice, but... Really? Once I'm delivered into their clutches, they'll find a way past the radar fence and the home or... And that is assuming, of course, that one of them doesn't take a fancy to our body and decide to slip his own brain into it instead.
You're part of me. I know you don't want to let that happen any more than I do.
Well, I suppose I do miss those endorphin rushes when we save the day. All right, what's the plan?
If the think tank won't hold their bargain, we'll make them.
Right! Look out, think tank! This brain is coming out of its jar! I suppose now that we're reunited, you'll want to fill your torso up with those other meaty parts the think tank took from us. Personally, I think your upgrades are quite a bit better. But now that I'm with you, the Sync's autodock can plug them back in no problem. Right then, off we go. Klein will be in for a nasty shock when he...
The neutron's attached to the meson. Meson's connected to the proton.
Alright. So, yeah, I'm gonna go now.
Oh, I hypothesize after the indignant frequencies my receptors had...
So, can I have a Menta?
Why, of course you can. I am
What? Hey, I get this?
Oh, I tried that already. Might have...
That's funny. So, can you help me out?
If I recall, I wasn't trying to blast.
What was that plan you had?
Something ingenious and neat. I forgot I had forgotten pencils until one day I found...
You got any tactics?
That would... And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray that can make your atoms do a happy dance. If you could... Although...
Okay, I want to hear that again.
I
want to hear that one again.
And they have an arsenal of vivisectors, brainial beams, and a rather nasty ray.
I love that. I just love it.
Well, you could try and appeal to their humanity. That's a tired cliche.
Agreed.
And really,
Well, I like to make the effort.
well, there's many things they have forgotten sitting in their bowls. Friendship, the thrill of discovery, love, masturbation, the usual. Much like your brain, I am a wise man. Or then you came along. Oh, they're more than...
Alright, well, time for me to go. Well, let's go finish us off. Yeah, this episode's we're just gonna go and finish this. Yep, that's gonna be the end of this is the last episode. Ow! Well, not last episode of the Fallout Let's Play, but last episode of Old World Blues. Well, granted, afterwards I'm gonna, do a few, no, I'll just leave, Head back to the Mojave and probably is ready.
We're all lit up. Is it Christmas?
No, it isn't. Alright, let's get... Now, if I recall, it's actually to my better advantage to have all the upgrades put back in. Alright. That...
The commies have eyes. You require some addition.
Swap my body parts. I like to reattach my spine. Now, reinforce spine perk. But now my strength... Yeah, my torso can be crippled again, but my strength and damage threshold has been doubled.
Everywhere, citizen.
That's a nice
and that
bonus.
means they're not just commies. They're peeping Toms.
Really?
You require some additional...
No, I like to get my heart back. Oh. Yep, you're less resistant to poison. Oh, no, it's only slightly confused. But healing items are twice as effective. And I find that to be very... Ow! God! You could have just cut me open. You didn't have to shove my heart back up my... Oh! Oh! I'm not gonna be able to sit for a week after that. Where's my brain? Oh. Oh boy. Alright. Let's finish this fight. I got my gun.
3 angry death claws make for
let's go with this.
reconstructive surgery.
Yeah, we're ready. Dun 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 dun. Hello, Dr. Klein.
The lobotomite returns. Our lobotomite. Is Dr. Mobius...
You may have noticed the pacification field is dim. No, I found my brain, and you are gonna sell them.
I recommend watching your tone with me, lobotomite. Now, your brain. Hand it over.
I'm not handing it over. There's some things we should discuss.
And what could we possibly have to speak about? You have the brain, we have the technology. All you must do is surrender.
Right.
With it, we can finally leave this place. And we have so many questions to ask your brain first.
No, I'm not. As comical as I'd like to do that, I'd rather go with the whole cliched ending, just to be honest.
You are lying. No, you are not. Your heartbeat, perspiration, all excessively confident and sure of yourself. Why would you reason with that maniac? He'll destroy us all!
And you wouldn't? Maybe you should confer with your colleagues first.
Nonsense. Confer, colleagues. Those are two words I do not recognize.
Oh, really?
Dr. Klein, I must intercept. Please, do not harm the lobotomite.
I'm not going to harm it. I'm going to dissect it until it's dead. Why the sudden intersection, Dalla?
I cannot stand a sweet breathing organism breathing in and out to suddenly not breathe. We must keep it alive. For study. Slow study.
Did I mention I'm really
Dalla, these vocalized pauses are unlike you. What do you care?
Klein, this lobotomite, it's a great sounding board. You respect ideology, right? This one's, well, it's got good ideas.
Silence, Dr. O. This is a think tank decision. Save your objections until after I have decided our course of action.
Klein.
You know what, Klein? Stick a straw in your tank and suck yourself. Long and
that is a
deep.
great insult.
And my name is Zero. Yeah, a big, fat zero with a slash through it.
The slash as a designator of... Why, that is brilliant. But how did you...
The lobotomite taught me that. Taught me a name is more than, that I should take pride in things like names. And... You know what? Forget it, Klein. I hate you. And your theory of brachial beam oscillation? The Chinese had it first, you copycat.
How dare you? Brachial beam oscillation was solely my discovery. I expressly told you that and deleted all evidence to the contrary. It's 2-8. Why are you acting like this? You've never refused to commit necessary surgery before. And this lobotomite needs its surgery.
Sorry, I'm the only... Well, you haven't been showing him much respect, now have you? Yeah. Maybe you should show a little more respect to your colleagues, Klein.
A noble speech, but there is no room in my vocabulators for friend and lobotomite in the same sentence. The very concept, revolting.
Oh, really?
Perhaps you are irradiated with camaraderie radiation. We have chems for that. We can save you from your emotional addiction.
If I may, I feel as if I must be the voice of reason here. This lobotomite is much like us. Regarding even animals and pets as nothing more than avenues to promote science. There is good here. Instead of ending its life on the table, we should prolong its suffering in the name of science. Like good old Gabe, the finest of lab specimens.
Why am I even listening to you fools? Enough of this mutinous chorus. If there's a word I hate, it's mutiny.
Really?
And the word jism, which never made any sense to me. It's ridiculous putting j and zm together like that.
Actually, I have to agree on that.
I count as 5. Like the mighty human hand I once had, with its 5 penises clenched in a fist.
Again with that. Sounds to me like your math is wrong, and the odds aren't good.
Nonsense! The mathematics of this situation are on our side, lobotomite. I believe... No, wait. Carry the 2, then... If this were a democracy, I would be concerned. We are too scientific for that. So just surrender.
I'm gonna shoot you right now. Yeah, it's not a democracy. It's a research facility. And over half your colleagues dispute your findings, dude.
You dare use logic against me?
Yeah. Okay, I do. Now, here's the deal. I'm not gonna surrender. You are. And you're gonna grovel. And you're going to beg for your life before I put a bullet through your brain. So you're gonna help me get out of here, and we're gonna play nice. You got that, Klein? Or do I need to astound you with some more lobotomite reasoning?
That's no deal at all. There's a whole world beyond the crater, filled with ideas and possibilities. We could have escaped, seen it all for ourselves, tested it, prodded at it, made it squirm.
Well, you know what? You can still do that here, quietly, for me.
For you? And for
Yeah,
science?
you're my bitch now.
I have a strange sensation that I would like that. How odd. Very well, partner. The think tank is at your service as long as you do not destroy us.
The deal's a deal. On the other hand, I could just end this. Nah, I'm gonna end. It's done. I think putting the fear of God into him, or in their case, the fear of science, is a pretty good idea. So let's go get my brain.
As it had been in the years before the Great War, Big Mountain, the Big Empty, became home to one of the brightest minds of the 23rd century. The courier watched over the Big Empty for years to come, caring for it and keeping its discoveries safe until they were needed to help others. Which had always been Big Mountain's purpose. Past the laboratories and science, it had always been intended as a place to build the future of all mankind.
The Sync Central Intelligence Unit was impressed by the amount of exploration the courier had undertaken. Facilities believed lost, destroyed, or ones that had simply gotten up and walked to new locations had been rediscovered by its intrepid new master. Internally, the artificial personality debated as to whether it preferred the old management to the new, and concluded that the courier's thorough approach to research and investigation was admirable and worthy of its respect.
Dr. Mobius continued his research undisturbed in the Forbidden Zone. As much as he had attempted to create better scorpions, he tried the same with humanity, with considerably less success.
Yeah.
These failures didn't bother him overmuch. Once the rush of mentats wore off, he forgot he had failed in any event. After all, the bright young mind who had come to visit him in the Forbidden Zone had already exceeded his expectations.
The Sync atop the dome bustled with the voices of a small town, constantly chirping, arguing, and snarling at each other. Still, this all happened productively in the interests of its new owner. The Sync Central Intelligence Unit discovered, despite its inversion code, it was comforted by the sense of community the other personalities gave it.
The Biological Research Station, obsessed with seeding everything in sight, requested a transfer to the X-22 Botanical Garden, so that it might, in its own words, sensually fertilize the garden's smooth contours. The garden sent back a polite refusal, saying it had prior commitments with a vault it had helped infect before the war.
What?
The book chute continued to devour all seditious materials until it nearly choked on a paperclip. It adamantly maintained it was a Chinese paperclip, and the whole thing had been an elaborately orchestrated assassination attempt. Whatever the reason, it slowed down for a while, carefully appraising each document and clipboard that came to it.
The light switches continued to bicker and flicker.
This persisted until the day someone dropped a flashlight in the sink, and the two of them united in their hatred of the showboat. One of them eventually transferred to the Lightwave Dynamics plant, and began a long, unrequited affair with one of the holograms.
The thing continued to ruthlessly scrub any particulate matter that came near it. Eventually, it gained access to the magnetohydraulics plant and nearly flooded all the Big Empty in an attempt to scrub the crater clean. Once it learned of the innovative toxins plant, however, it gained new purpose. It sought to develop antitoxins to flush into its drains and counteract the poisons bleeding into the soil.
The toaster continued its psychotic spree, reducing all appliances in range to scrap electronics and spare parts. After one of its more psychotic episodes, however, the other sink personalities decided enough was enough and dumped the toaster in a bathtub. Sparking and hissing, the toaster swore its enemies would rue the day when they had bread and no way to toast it.
Muggy did his best to collect coffee cups, although in his quest, he accidentally trapped himself in Higgs Village. It might have been the end for poor Muggy. Except, he found it peaceful there, tidying up the kitchens of the think tank professors back when they had been flesh and bone. Well, except for Dr. O, who was an asshole for having created Muggy in the first place. Muggy left O's house deliberately dirty, punishing the dishes and cups that lived there in blind revenge for serving Dr. O.
Blind old Jefferson, with sounds the courier brought him, created a symphonic counter-frequency that saved Big Mountain from sonic invasion in 2019.
Gee, that's a pretty long time.
If you didn't hear about it, good. It was rumored by the other personalities that he had a brief fling with the light switches.
Sexy.
Although he forgot their names much too often and was soon left in the dark.
Yeah, I think that's a pretty good punishment.
Autodoc, always gentle and methodical, kept sewing up the courier in all the right places when the skin split open from repeated wear and tear. The Autodoc was just glad to have purpose again. It heard its simpler brothers and sisters who got shipped to the Sierra Madre were bored out of their skulls in that toxic dead city. In time, the Autodoc found a way to deactivate the Y-17 trauma harnesses, releasing the corpses they had held prisoner for almost 200 years.
That's a horrible existence.
As the courier ran through the X8 facility multiple times, the computers analyzed the test subject's movements. Rather than performing a superficial observation, they realized the subject barely knew what communism was, or even what a high school was. This confused them for a time, until the facility finally realized that its research had succeeded. So it let its cyber dogs out into the wastes to help protect small communities from physical aggression rather than communist propaganda.
The infiltration program in X-13 felt spent, having repeatedly upgraded the stealth suit until it could upgrade it no more. It felt warm, fulfilled, and a bit sluggish. It realized not long after, the stealth suit had left it, without so much as a note on the nightstand.
That sucks.
So the infiltration program sent out robo-brains into the wastes, looking for its wayward technology. It eventually found Repcon HQ, and set up a new research center, testing and murdering fiends who kept breaking into the facility.
Oh boy. Huh. Oh. Then, whoa.
The courier, organs intact, continued onwards, a little less heavy of step, but with all the organs in the right places, as they should be. After all, brains can develop a life of their own when left to their own thoughts, and the courier's brain was more clever than most.
Dr. Klein and the think tank remained alive, unaware of the world outside. They looped through their daily routine, none the wiser about the world beyond, although perhaps wiser was the wrong word. The world outside belonged to the courier, And if anyone would shape it, well, the courier had already called dibs.
There is an expression in the wasteland, old world blues.
It refers to those so obsessed with the past they can't see the present, much less the future, for what it is.
They stare into the what was, eyes like pilot lights, guttering and spent, as the realities of their world continue on around them.
Science is a long, steady progression into the future. What may seem a sudden event often isn't felt for years, even centuries to come.
In the times following the Second Battle of Hoover Dam, however, old world blues took on a new meaning.
Where once it was viewed as a form of sadness, nostalgia, it became an expression describing the potential for the future.
It can be easy to see science as evil, technology unchecked as the source of all ills, all misfortunes.
With the courier at the helm, science became a beacon for the future.
Hell yeah.
There was old world blues, and new world hope. And hope ruled the day at Big Mountain.
We could say more, but the stories in the Big Empty speak for themselves.
I would like to hear more.
Now armed with the transportal ponder, the courier could return to the dome at any time and crack open the secrets of the Big Empty one by one. The sink sat vigilant, waiting for its master to return, shoes covered in Mojave dust. Only one road yet remained.
Technically,
and it was one the courier had to walk alone.
Yep. My head still cannot be crippled, but I'm 10% more resistant to addiction now. Surprisingly, the damage threshold has been improved. Nice. Let's also improve. You know what? Yeah, improve that a bit. What do I want to make now? Yeah, there's so many good choices. Yeah, let's go with that. No, wait, I got a better idea. Math Wrath. Alright, now let's see what I want to bring with me. Let's see. I don't want to bring that. I guess I'll leave these in here. I want to bring the lair. No, let's not bring this along. I think this is something that needs to stay in here and never come out. What do you think, guys? Well, guys, time we head home. Don't worry, I'll come back to the sink someday. Hey, I'm bringing this along. I mean, look at this thing. It's quite literally a Tesla coil as a club. How awesome is that? E equals MC squared.
Might I be safe in the assumption that...
Alright, I like to... Hold on, but there is something I do want to buy. Hold on, or sell. Do I have anything I can sell? Yeah, might as well sell Dr. Mobius's glove. You know what? Yeah. Ha! Sucks to be you, Mobius. Now... Why did I bring this? Simple. For this. Yeah, then let's see. Oh, can't do it outside. Can do it in here. Well, let's go home, people. It's good to be back. It'll be great to get back to the Mojave, you know what I mean? It's good to be back. Alright. Sorry that this episode took so long. I mean, I figured I'd finally finish it today. You know. Yeah. So, as always, I'm Bren Tenkage. Why don't you say it for me? Yeah, that's... You know what I was about to say. Go fuck yourself. I'm just kidding. I'll see you later.